almost forgot my paper. I have lots of like good information to share with you today. So, first of all, I just drew a winner. Joanne Whitmore, you are the winner of last week's giveaway where you get this one and Sunshine State and number 2 perfume. So B Squared is yours, Joanne. So excited for you. And you guys, this week's giveaway, I'm so excited. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Rosalind. Debbie, yay. Thanks for being here. I was like a couple of minutes late. I was like running around. I don't know. I like wait all day to do the video and then I'm late. It's just the way it is. Hi, Maxine. Okay, you guys. So I've done my eye makeup because I wanted to talk to you guys today about troubleshooting the makeup. Okay. I always get lots of questions, especially in the beginning when people are just learning how to do the makeup. And those of you who have been around for a while and you've been using the makeup, maybe you know and understand what that's like the first few weeks of trying to figure out what you're doing, where you're putting the contour, how much you're putting on, if it's the right color. All of these things happen in the beginning. And not only that, you guys, but I swear, like the first couple of weeks, your skin doesn't know what to do with good stuff. Okay? It's maybe used to the old makeup where it's liquid and it dries hard, and then your skin has to like overproduce oil to keep yourself moisturized, and so it doesn't know what to do with this product. So the cool thing is that I promise, thank you for sharing. Yes, you guys, if you share, please comment shared below, because for some reason Facebook won't let me see who shares all of my videos. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Tanya. Thanks for hopping in. Happy Halloween, you guys. And I know it's probably trick or treat time for some of you on the East Coast. So we're going to make this somewhat quick, but I really want to make sure that everybody gets their questions answered. So you guys start commenting below any questions that you have about the 3D foundation, and I'm going to kind of go through my the questions that I hear all the time as I do my makeup, because sometimes it's a technique problem and sometimes it's a color issue. Okay, so let me just get started, and I'm going to put my makeup on, and you guys are awesome. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so first off, this beautiful little compact, this is like the new Geode compact, but I wanted to show you guys the collection that is starting tomorrow. This is the collection that you can get, and it's like $2.95. You get this brush and this brush. I believe it's these two brushes that you get. Then you get the Velvet Compact, which I'm dying. I can't wait to get my hands on that. I may have to order it tomorrow because I'm just so excited, you guys. I know it won't feel like velvet, but the 3-dimensional look that they do on these compacts is so good. Okay, so let me show you kind of what you would get in this collection, okay? So you will get 2 colors of highlight, a contour color. You have saffron. I gotta look at my notes. You have saffron, ballerina lip and cheek, and Ever Red, which seems so scary, but look how pretty it is. I love Ever Red. Then you have a number 1 perfume. Then you have the lip conditioner, but the one that's included is actually the cherry. And then there's an Angel Illuminator, which I may have gotten those backwards. You guys are awesome. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Lori, how are you? And then on the other side, so not only do you get like this nice big compact, but you actually have room to even add some more stuff. So then you get Glamazing, Bird, Ivy League, Graceland. I hope you guys can see these. Gilded. What's that one, you guys? What's this one? Glass Slipper, Unicorn, Salem, Stay Golden, Gigi, and Amethyst. So thanks for sharing. So that's what you get in the new collection. So if you are really wanting to up your eyeshadow game a little bit, you may think about ordering this collection, especially if you're just carrying around like a couple of quads. It might be a good idea. Okay, so first off, let's do my foundation. And as I do this, I'm going to talk to you guys about the different brushes, because depending on your skin and maybe if it's wiggly or not, if you have a rounder face or a thinner face, we may grab for a different brush. Okay, so let me just explain to you, hi Jackie, how this works. Okay, so when I want to do my contour, I will almost always reach for one of these two brushes. Okay, the Detail Hack and the Buffy brush. All right, and the reason that I do that is because I really like the angle of this one and then how stiff this one is. Okay, so if you're having problems with your contouring, are you using one of these brushes? Okay, now the most important thing to keep in mind as you are contouring and highlighting is you don't want to be swiping. Okay, you really want to be dabbing the cream in. Okay, if you change that one technique, I promise it will be so much better. I can't tell you how many people I've gotten on FaceTime with, and they are like, I can't get the makeup to stay on my face. And I'm like, okay, are you swiping or are you dabbing the product in? Because that alone will make a huge difference for you. So, hi Bobby, hi Brittany. So let me get started, and I'm going to be doing my contour. I have been loving this new color called Henna. It's like a lighter, what color am I thinking of? It's a little bit lighter color, and it's a little bit more like a shadow. Okay, now let me show you. Sometimes I'll swipe to get my line started, but then you always want to go back in and press and dab. Okay, so that's big tip number one, is make sure you are dabbing the product and not swiping. Okay, and especially, so I have a couple of spots on my face sometimes that the makeup doesn't like to like adhere to, but as long as I'm dabbing it, it will always stay. Now, if it's a technique issue and you're like, I don't know where to put the contour or whatever, I want you to remember you're going to start right at the top of the ear and just find your cheekbone and keep it tucked underneath that cheekbone. Now up here on my forehead, I'm just going to be dabbing. And when I put this on, you guys, let me just show you, I'm like pressing like that and getting a little bit on the brush. You honestly don't need very much product. In fact, I want to say many times what happens is people come to me and they're like, I can't keep my makeup on. I feel like it's gone after a couple of hours. Hi, Gail. And many times they're using too much product, which seems crazy, right? If you're thinking they're feeling like their makeup is gone in a couple of hours and they're using too much makeup, right? It seems like really weird, right? But I swear the makeup does better when you do a nice thin layer of makeup. Okay, so let me go along the jawline. I had one of my gals do a makeover on a lady that had like a little bit of a double chin here and some sagging skin here. And she took that contour and kind of went over the top of that jowl. And again, I like to swipe and then I will dab and blend from there, okay? But like seriously, it gave her the most amazing facelift you have ever seen. I'll be posting that one pretty soon because it's so good, you guys. It's just so good. All right. Hey, Chandra, how are you? Gail, you're awesome. Thank you. So you guys make sure if you're sharing, you comment shared below. That way I know that you comment or that you've shared it. Hi, Pamela. Good to see you on here. All right. So that's my contour, okay? The Buffy brush does an amazing job contouring, okay? Because it's angled and it's dense, okay? So if you have the Buffy brush or the Detail Hack, either one of them work amazing, all right? Now, if you're worried about where you're contouring, don't forget to use this small end, draw it on, and then buff it out, okay? And dab it out with this side. That's a good little trick. All right, now, let's talk a little bit as I'm putting on my highlight about the different brushes that I like to use to apply my highlight, which is my main foundation that I'm going to put everywhere that I don't have my contour. Okay. So, awesome. Beautiful. I love it. Are you using your Buffy upside down? Like, honestly. So I want you to remember if it's angled like this, that you're keeping it tucked like this. So don't flip it like that. Okay. Because you always want to like lift up here. So you want the sharpest down here and then buff it upwards, okay? Yeah, so this is the thing, Gail. You can do this makeup however works best for you. My biggest suggestion is to try it a few different ways, especially the first couple of weeks, to find out what works best for your skin. I love to contour first because I only want really a thin layer. Now, let's say I had a lot of rosacea or redness or whatever that actually came down to where my contour is. I may want to highlight over that first to color correct it and then go over it with my contour. Just remember that the thinner the layer of makeup, the longer it's going to last on your face. Okay? It's crazy, right? I know it's crazy. So when I look at these different brushes that I can apply the foundation with, okay, the Buffy brush is going to give you the fullest coverage, okay? So if you want full coverage makeup, the Buffy brush does a great job. Now, many times if you only want one brush, I will suggest the Buffy brush just because of how small and dense things are. But if you're feeling like it's too stiff for you, you may need to get one of these brushes. So either the 30-second hack or the B squared brush, okay? This brush here is like 3 years old. Can you tell? It's just lost a little bit of its whiteness. But you guys, it's still so soft because of the brush cleaner. So, let's see, what color do you use to hide rosacea? So, Gail, this is the thing. You are going to want to send me a picture and tell me what colors you have in your compact, and I'm going to help you decide exactly what color you need to cover rosacea. When I am trying to cover the redness on my nose, and many times you guys have seen this, I will take, I don't know where my other compact is. It doesn't matter. I will take a little bit of Aspen contour and dab it on my nose or on the redness on the cheeks. Okay? That I I'm telling you, either aspen or even walnut contours cover that redness really well. It just seems really weird to be putting contour on your cheeks, but it works really well, okay? The other color that works really well to cover rosacea is mango. We call it mango magic for a reason, and you literally are going to very, very lightly buff it over the redness. I'll see if I can share this one makeover I did 2 nights ago. She was so red, you guys, and we didn't do any color correcting, and her highlight covered it beautifully. So if you're feeling like you're having to use too much of your highlight to cover the rosacea, we may need to change your color, okay? That's another big thing with if you're feeling like the makeup is showing your pores more, or it's showing your wrinkles more, or you can see texture in your skin, many times that's just a color issue, and it can be easily fixed with just adjusting a color. So this is a thing. I don't have a primer on today. This is just my skin, and I always spray a little bit of toner on my face when I get out of the shower. I don't use milk moisturizer before I do my makeup anymore because my face isn't dry anymore. I just use the milk at night, and in the morning I use the toner. There are a couple of reasons that I will use a primer, okay? And these are my 2 faves. You've got this one, which is a Dr. Brandt Poreless, what's it called? Pore Refiner Primer. This one is amazing if you have like great big pores on your nose and on your cheek. It's so good, you guys. But I don't love it all over my face. I'm very specific where I put this, and I don't use any more than I have to. For one thing, it's really expensive, and for the other thing, I like the makeup next to my skin, not the primer, okay? So this is a great one if you have big pores and you just are like, I can't cover the pores. We've tried other colors, nothing's covering them, and it kind of fills up, kind of blurs the pores. So if you're looking for that, that's a good one. This one is called Becca Backlight Primer, and as you can see, I've really liked it. I feel like this gives my makeup some days a little bit more staying power, okay? So I'll list this one. I'll share both of them, like links to them in the comments. I don't get anything from me linking these products. It's just for you guys and for your benefit. But I really like this one. It gives my face a really pretty shine. So if you don't want shine, then you may not like this one, okay? There's a reason it's called Backlight Primer, and that's because it gives like light, okay? So let's go in and do my highlight. Now, I don't love this small end because I have such wiggly skin under my eyes here. But you younger girls, this side works amazing to put the brightener on underneath. I actually like to use this side and to press because it's so soft and it just presses the makeup in so well. On days when I don't want a very heavy like application at all, I'm just doing a really light. I love using the B² brush and just tapping it all over my face. It works amazing. Hi, Gina. So yeah, let's get you a primer, gal, and see what you think. So I'm gonna go in. I've just put 2 highlights in my compact here because I wanted you guys to see what you would get on that that deal that's starting tomorrow. So this is candlelit. The other thing that will happen many times as the seasons change is we need to update your color. So don't be afraid to reach out to me and say, Lori, will you just double check my color? and let me know if you think I need a lighter color. You can send me a picture with your makeup on and a picture with no makeup, and then I will double check and see what I think. Then you need to let me know things like, I feel like it's a little bit too dark, or maybe you're like, I feel like it's a little too light, and just let me know, and I'm happy to help like troubleshoot through that. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I will change color from summer to winter without, like that's just what happens. Our skin changes and we lose that suntan. Now I'm still using candlelit. That's just one color. So I have candlelit and henna. And you can see I'm just dabbing. Now I like to blend as I go. Okay. If you love these Perfector sponges, they work amazing. The biggest trick with these is you've got to get them wet, and then you have to like let them puff up, get really big and fluffy, and then you squeeze out all of the excess water. Oh, Gina, you're so nice. Gina's my Canadian lady, so if any of you guys are from Canada, like Gina is amazing. Squeeze it all the way out, and then you can dab it. If you feel like you're pulling the makeup off with this, then you don't have it like the right amount of water wrung out of it. Okay? So that's just another little tip. Now, let me cover my nose a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in with a brightener. Now, this is one of the ones that I love to use for a brightener, is the small end of the Detail Hack. And I'm just like literally going to kind of press it. And try and make myself look more weak. The brightener, you guys, is supposed to like brighten your under eye. But if you feel like it's too light, what'll happen is it'll show your wrinkles worse. Okay? So keep that in mind. If for some reason you're like, whenever I add that brightener on, it just looks so white and it makes my wrinkles like look worse, then we've gone too light and we need to just like back it down and go one shade darker. But I'm literally just using this brightener right in the triangle underneath my eye. Okay? So, and then I'm dabbing it out and pressing it like that. Okay? Now I'm going to take the brightener, and I'm using Aura, and I'm going to go right down the center of my nose. Okay? When I do this, it actually in a way contours my nose. Okay? But I'm going to take henna and kind of give myself a little bit more of a shadow. Henna is so good, you guys. It is such a fun color. It's like a great, it's a little bit lighter than Astoria and a little bit warmer than Ash. You guys, it's so good. If you're looking to add another one, plus on so many of the makeovers that I did the other night, it was the perfect shade for eyebrows. Have trouble contouring under my jaw and my nose. Any tips? Okay, so with the nose, the biggest tip with your nose contour is, let me get the smaller brush. You want to take and make as narrow of a line down the center of your nose as possible. If you take the contour and you put it just on the outside of your nose out here, it's actually going to make your nose be wider. Okay, so we're trying to shrink that. So you want a really, really skinny line down here. Some of the girls, do you put the contour on the whole side of your nose or just a line? So you kind of do in a line and then pull it down, okay? And if you put it, watch this. So if I take a brightener, I might have to do one a little bit lighter to show you. you put the line of the contour right here, and then take this brightener and kind of put it up part way on the nose, okay? And see how that narrowed the nose? It's tricky. It's like, it's super. So if you're nervous about doing the dark, just do the light. Run the really light down the middle and just right here on the side of your nose. That alone is going to make your nose look thinner, okay? I take and put the dark, let me use this smaller, like, it's called the multitasker, and kind of make my nose look shorter by doing kind of like a triangle down here, okay? Maybe better look in my little mirror to make sure it looks right. You don't want dark on your like nose right here, okay? You just want to kind of keep that the normal color of highlight, okay? Did that help? Did that help, or did that make it more complicated? Sometimes I can make it more complicated, but we can totally do a FaceTime. All right. If you don't have the detail hack to do a straight line, some of the girls really like to use this one and just use the dark on the side of with the small end. Okay. So try it both ways and see which way is easier for you. I just have this great big bump right here on my nose, and if I try and do this, it kind of goes like this. So for me to get a really straight line, the only way I can do it is with this, because I don't have a steady enough hand with the smaller brushes. Okay. And then what other one did you say you were having a trouble contouring? Okay, your jaw. When we talk about your jaw, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, okay? You want to make sure, and I'm going to put some on the small one here, you almost want to make sure that you're coming, see how I'm like not all the way underneath here. I'm actually bringing it up on top here, okay? And then grabbing it and blending it downwards. Sometimes with my chin, I'll bring it a little bit higher up this way, because when I smile, it just hides it a little bit better, okay? So on the ridge, yes. Yep. So just make sure, and don't be afraid to use the small end and place it. And if it's, let me grab a darker contour just so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, because sometimes when you have like the most perfect color, you almost don't see it. But I want you guys to see this. So I'm going to take indigo, which is going to be way too dark for me, but I really want you to see. Okay. See how this, you can see kind of it fall like that, and that we're almost making it like that straight line. So don't be afraid to come up here and more instead of staying underneath here, okay? Because that's where you're going to get the magic of that shadow. I'm just going to buff that out a little bit, okay? Hopefully that helped a little bit, okay? Now, let me look at my notes. Let's talk about blush, okay? When you're doing blush, especially for those of us who are a little bit older, when we smile, our face lifts up, right? And it's right up here. We have like this ball right up here. My highlight seems to dry out later in the day, and it looks cakey and highlights my pores and wrinkles. That is usually a color issue, okay? That we may need to take you one shade darker than you are right now, Jen, okay? Because, and make sure that your skin is really moisturized, okay? So, if you're like one of my customers, like totally reach out to me. If you have an artist that you're already working with, then I always say reach back to your artist first, and if they're not helping you, then I'm happy to help you. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. But that's usually a color issue. Anytime you see texture, pores, wrinkles, more, that's a color issue, okay? It's a simple fix. That's what's so magical about this makeup, all right? Don't think that something's like really wrong and you'll never be able to use it because your skin didn't like it or anything. It's just a color issue, okay? So when you're doing your blush, my little puppy's here. Oh, she got my brush. That would be a bad thing. When you smile, our face lifts up, right? And if I take that blush and put it down here, watch what? And I stop. Look how far down the blush goes. Okay? So if you have like a face like me that kind of sags in the middle, because that's what happens, right? It sags a little bit. We want to make sure that we're keeping it up high enough, okay? We want to try and stay out of this triangle, right? But we don't want to go too low, all right? So see how the contour is like right in here? We want to make sure and stay right up here and push it backwards, all right? So the three colors that you get in this one is black cherry. I can never remember this one. It is black cherry ballerina, okay? So if you're worried about these two colors being too dark, you mix it, remember? Okay, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and I'm gonna put it on this side first, and I'm gonna go in with saffron. Barely any, right? And I'm gonna smile, and I'm gonna kind of keep it here, okay? Because again, see how it still didn't fall too low, but if I had brought it clear in here and I dropped it, it'll fall clear down here. So you want to keep it up high enough that when your face falls, it doesn't fall too low. Because that's just how it works, right, ladies? Our face falls a little bit. Isn't that a pretty color? Okay. Let's do a little saffron on the other side. Smile. Keep it up here. Don't bring it too far in. Is Sadie outside? Mm-hmm. I think she just came. Did you put her back in the back? Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. See that? And then I'm just going to dab it and blend it in. Now, if this is too bright, you're awesome. I'm glad you're catching me live too. Makeup. Yes. You know what? We deserve to feel pretty. This is ballerina over the top of saffron. Okay? It's so pretty. So don't worry, because like these colors seem really dark, the two. But remember, you can soften it up with the lighter color. My gosh, you guys, I really love that color. That's not a color I would normally like pick. All right. Now, let's talk about Illuminator. In this little pack of goodies, they give you a couple of choices of Illuminator. There's cream Illuminator and there's powder Illuminator. Okay. So, cream Illuminator. Yep. It's puppy problems. It's puppy problems over here. She just woke up from a nap, so she's all fired up. So this one here is called Angel. It is a cream illuminator, okay? It's really, really, really light, okay? And I'm just gonna kind of put it almost like right on top of that blush, but not into these wrinkles. If I take and put illuminator in the wrinkles, it's gonna show the wrinkles worse, right? So you want to make sure how to best minimize marionette lines. Oh, let's talk about that, shall we? Okay, we'll do that one next.
Bruiser, come here. Come here.
The puppy is bugging the old dog. The old dog is mad.
Bruiser, come here.
Okay, so I put that one on with my finger. It's a cream illuminator. It's really, really light. It's perfect for women when they're worried about too much shine. Okay. Now, if you like to like really show that shine, then get a powder illuminator. This one comes with Glamazing, and I'm going to put it on this brush, which comes in the little kit this time. And I'm going to put it right there. Can you see it? Like, see how much brighter it is? It's like shabam, right? My gosh, I cannot read today. Yeah, seriously. So if you're, okay, tip number 1, don't put the powder illuminator on with your finger, because it's stuck there. Okay. It's like, you really want to put it on with a brush, like a soft one. It doesn't even have to be this one. It could be one that's like this, and you're just barely putting it on right here. Now, some of the ladies like to run it down their nose, put it right here on their top of their lip, here, okay? But if you're worried about the illuminator, try the cream ones. They're a little bit easier to manage, all right? And they're actually really pretty. You just have to use a little bit more to get that really big wow factor. So, yeah, if you put it on with your finger, it's just like, it just sticks in places because it's powder over the top of the cream. So maybe you could try it with your finger after you've set your makeup with a little bit of powder. All right. So let's talk about those marionette lines. All right. This is like, it's one of those things that we don't really like to talk about very much. And I don't want to get like filler and stuff in my face. So these marionette lines are they're just gonna happen. But remember, we're talking about playing with light and dark, right? So guess what? We can totally play that up. You've got your 2 different colors of highlight, right? You've got your main one and then your brightener. Take your brightener one, put a little bit on a brush, and you're actually going to go down in that line, okay? And then blend that out. It's kind of the same thing that I do up here when I have like really bad like under eye circles. You're going to take the light, because the light pulls forward, remember, because we're trying to decrease that line. So take a brush, and whether it be this one, actually it would probably work really, really good with the blend and tap brush, because it's like really thin and dense. But play with the light and the dark. For the light, you want it to be brighter in those areas to pull it forward, okay? To get rid of that depth in those marionette lines, okay? So I get like down here really bad. And so play with that, okay? Now, let's talk briefly about making sure that you're setting your makeup. Many times what happens is, let's see, my dog's, oh my gosh, I know, right? Seriously. But she's so cute. Like, I want to like, sometimes I wonder, why did I do this? But then I look at her and she's so cute. She's cute. So the Stay Spray, you can do this in a couple of different ways. I just saw today that this is out of stock. So, but don't worry, because tomorrow the new spray bottle and packaging of the Stay Spray is out, and it's going to come with a finer mist. I don't know how many of you have gone to put on your Stay Spray and it's like a hose, right? And you're like, wow, now my face is dripping. There's a reason that she did that, but sometimes it's like too much, right? So if you have one of these old bottles, you can totally use your Perfector sponge, spray, and then dab it, okay? Dab it on all of the places, or you can like douse your face, either way, okay? But tomorrow that'll be a finer mist, so that'll be really awesome. Now, if you feel like after you've put your Stay Spray on and it's dried, you still feel like it's not setting right. Maybe you feel like it's sticky still. Maybe your skin hasn't figured out how to like take that makeup and make it like your second skin, and that's okay, because it will. It just may take it a little bit, but it's like we have a few tricks for you. Maskcara has a powder called Vanilla Dust, and it's a pressed powder, okay? It does a really great job with it, like brightening and stuff under the eyes, but I don't want to brighten under my eyes anymore because it shows my wrinkles. Plus, with our skin, my dog is like, she's making me lose my concentration. Hi, Karen. Hi, Melissa. I love a translucent powder, and the reason I like a translucent powder is because it's like, it's a powder but doesn't brighten. So it is like clear when you put it on your face. And I love this one from It. It's so good, and it works so good for mature skin. Like the absolute, see that dust? It's like smoke. It's so fine. But I take this end of the fluffy brush and dip it in, and I very lightly I do dust, okay? And then it should take care of any of that sticky feeling that you may be feeling, okay? Down my nose. Now, one place that I don't do any powdering is under my eyes, okay? And that reason being is that underneath my eyes, hi Darlene, I feel like if I put any powder under there, it dries them out and then it shows my wrinkles, okay? Everybody's different. You try it and see what works for you. And if it, yeah, Coty Airspun powder works great too, and that's way less expensive. Yeah, the It powder, I only buy this when it comes on like the really good sales at Ulta where it's like $10, because otherwise it's like, I don't know, $25 or something for this little teeny thing. But it lasts a long time because I'm barely putting any on. It's just to kind of make sure that that makeup is set for the day. So everybody has a different preference on powder. And if you aren't having luck with one, reach out to me or comment in this thread, and everybody will share and say what they love and why they love it, okay? But seriously, I play with those marionette lines with the lighter color. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah, powdering underneath the eye. Oh, I've heard that one is good. That's the that peach one, and it smells good too, right? So, you guys, this thing about this makeup is the reason that she released it to artists was so that we can help each other, okay? This isn't like you purchase it and then you're on your own. I am here to help you troubleshoot through and find out what works for you. Whether or not you put your highlight on first or your contour on first. Whether or not you use the setting spray or you just use the powder, or you don't use the powder and you only use the setting spray, okay? These are the things that we troubleshoot through to make sure that you're happy with your products, okay? Oh gosh, you are so cute. I know. Yeah, I don't really have like a Halloween costume. It's kind of a bummer. My kids are all grown up and I didn't dress up the dog or anything, so that's kind of dumb. But hopefully you guys are all having fun. So let me show you guys what the giveaway is, because I haven't done that yet. This is going to be a good one. Are you guys ready for a good giveaway? Okay, so the winner of last week's giveaway is Joanne Whitmore. Took me a minute to like remember. Joanne wins the brush and these two tins, okay? So that's an amazing one. And you guys all wanted brushes for giveaways, so that's what we're doing. So this giveaway, this time, we're doing a blue perfector sponge, Okay. Black Cherry Lip and Cheek, because I think this is such a beautiful color for winter and fall. An eyeshadow, and this one is called Peppa, which if you don't have Peppa yet, you should have it. It's so good. Look at that color. My husband's laughing at me. It's so good, you guys. Peppa is like one of my absolute favorites. A blend and tap brush. Okay. So this is such a good brush. And then, of course, you're going to need a bigger palette. So the double decker in this cracked earth. So this way you can fit all of the good things in. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Really? That's awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys. So share. And these are all the goodies that you will get. Okay? Thank you guys so much. And I hope that we've like tackled some of the issues that you've had with the makeup so that you can fall in love with it. It really is the absolute best makeup out there. I have struggled for years trying to find something that I love, and honestly, there's just nothing better on the market. So share away, and we'll draw next week for this winner if we get enough shares this week. If not, it'll go into the next week. And make sure you're commenting shared below so that I can make sure and add you in. And you guys are awesome. Send me some messages if you have any questions about issues or colors or whatever, and we'll get you taken care of. Okay? All right, you guys. Have a good, happy Halloween.